Hi, everyone. I'm Mary from Skokie Public Library, here to talk to you today about banned books. You know, every September we celebrate Banned Books Week, and it's a really important celebration because it's a chance for us to express gratitude and be protective of our right to read whatever we want to. In a democracy like ours, we're guaranteed that right as adults. And if you're a child, your grown-ups can help you make decisions about what's age appropriate for you to read. But once you reach adulthood, this right is guaranteed you. And it's important responsibility because the more widely read you are, even reading ideas that you don't agree with, the more informed a voter you will be, and the better our democracy will run. But every year in our country, there are people who try to keep certain books from library shelves, school shelves, bookstores, because they don't agree with the ideas that are expressed in those books. You may think that censorship isn't something that touches you very much, but I'm here to tell you that it really does. Here's a list, and this is a short list, of some books that people in this country would like to have removed from some bookshelves. Harry Potter, To Kill a Mockingbird, The Diary of Anne Frank, even Captain Underpants. So standing up against censorship is a big deal. And I want to talk to you today about a book that has been challenged and is a book that Skokie kids have loved. This is Gutless by Carl Deuker. And it's a book that was on our 2017 Hot Summer Reads list, and kids just loved it. It's a very important book, in my opinion. Carl Deuker writes sports stories, and this is one of his best. And he usually includes a lot of play-by-play. So if you are an athlete, this is a very enjoyable read. But he also puts something else in his books. He talks a lot about moral decisions and trying to find out how to be a good person. And Gutless is no exception. It's the story of Brock, who is a rising freshman and a talented athlete. He has suffered from fear in the past, both on and off the athletic field. And he's very worried about the fact that in middle school, he played goalie on his soccer team and would frequently be so afraid when he saw the ball coming that he wasn't able to block it. Well, he catches a big break the summer before high school because he's got a great gift for catching, and he is noticed by a junior named Hunter Gates, who is a popular athlete at the high school and has dreams of going into the pros. And Hunter sees Brock as a potential receiver on the varsity team. Well, that automatically increases Brock's social status and his confidence, and he's really excited about his future as a high school athlete. But this comes at a cost, because Hunter and his friends are relentless bullies, and one of the targets of their bullying is a good friend of Brock's named Richie Fong. Richie's an Asian kid. He has big ears. He's brilliant. He's a wonderful musician, and he's a really good athlete, but he has a big mouth, and so he's attracted the attention of Hunter and his friends. And they're not small-time bullies. They humiliate the people that they want to bully. And Brock has to watch as his friend Richie is humiliated and hurt by his new friends, Hunter and his gang. So here's your moral dilemma. What do? Do you pretend to ignore the bullying that's going on so that you can keep your social status? Or do you speak up and risk all the social status and the gains that you've made? And I think that this book is not an unfamiliar theme for people in middle school and high school, because as your friends change, you do have these problems of how do you be true to your old friends and also to your new friends. So that's why I think it's an important book. But the book has been challenged in a high school in Florida because of Carl Deuker's graphic descriptions of some of the bullying that goes on. In one of the hardest to read passages, Hunter Gates takes advantage of a girl who is developmentally delayed and socially unaware and pretty much sexually harasses her in front of other kids. It's cruel, to say the least. And some parents feel that that kind of a scene is not appropriate for their kids to read. That may be true. But I also feel that these bullying scenes are very important for other kids to read. If you are being bullied, if you are a bully, if you stand by and watch bullying go on, this is a book that might force you to change your ways and do the right thing. That's why I think it's an important book to read, and that's why I think that although some people might not want to read it, it should remain on bookshelves so that other people who need it can access it. So stand up for your right to read, stand up against censorship, and read widely.